Hello everybody, how y'all doing? This is Stern Ferguson, hashtag Learn with Stern. Listen, today I just want to talk to y'all about football and the American flag. You know, there are protests that are claiming to go on all around the NFL, around the league. From what I understand, there's only about 24 players who agreed to go on this protest. Now, this is the thing. Football has always been considered America's greatest pastime sport. America's greatest. And we've had some of America's greatest men represent America on that football field and have done a lot of great things for America and for all races all around the world. Now, as I'm continuing to watch the situation that continues to evolve with the Kaepernick situation, with boycotting and protesting football, not the American flag, this is the thing. There are so many other things in this world that we could take a knee for. So many things. I mean, when you have that kind of influence and that kind of power and that kind of persuasion over people, why not do it for something that can make an immediate difference or make an immediate change? Listen, for example, we have an African-American boys dropping out of high school, dropping out of middle school at disproportionate numbers. You understand what I'm saying? How about us taking a knee for that? How about that? Listen, our boys, we have millions of African-American boys all over the world who are fatherless, who don't have mentors, who don't have role models in their lives, who don't have anyone positive in their lives. Listen, hey, let's take a knee for that. How about the homelessness? There's a lot of people out here in this world that are hungry. There's a lot of people that are homeless. Listen, now, my point is that yes, I understand the plight as far as feeling like we, as minorities or African Americans, may be somewhat racially discriminated against on different levels and so on, with the police brutalities and so on. But my thing is that how does disrespecting and not saluting the American flag plays a role with that? How do you expect to be effective by boycotting and taking a knee during the Pledge of Allegiance? The same pledge, listen, the same Pledge of Allegiance that keeps yourself protected in this great country that we live in. It's the same Pledge of Allegiance, the allegiance that we pledge to, that keeps our enemies from coming over here and just taking over our country and making you do what they tell you to do. It's the same Pledge of Allegiance. It's the same flag that our ancestors and some of my parents and grandparents fought for this flag. My grandfather served in the United States Army. My father served in the United States Air Force. My brother serves in the United States Air Force. Listen, now, I believe that when we take a knee and we refuse to say the Pledge of Allegiance, we are dishonoring and disrespecting our country on so many levels. And see, what that does is it brings not only that. Now, the spiritual side, the biblical side to it, ladies and gentlemen, is that it brings confusion, because now you have turned it into a racial situation. Now it's all about race. Now it's race. So now here we are with more division. Now we have more division, and God says where there's confusion, he's not present, because God is not the author of confusion. So why use the American flag? Why take the American flag? These stripes, each one of these stripes is symbolic of strength for America. Each one of these stars represents the strength of our country. So why take it out on the flag just because of a personal plight that you may feel there are some injustices that you want to take a stand for? There are other ways to do it. We don't have to disrespect and take a knee during the Pledge of Allegiance, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want to set that type of example. We don't want to set that type of precedent for our young people that are coming up behind us. Listen, American football, America has always prided itself on football. Football has always been considered America's greatest sport. But then to associate it and to dishonor the sport by dishonoring the flag, which is affiliated and associated with American football, listen, it is a slap in the face. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to take a stand for a cause, if you want to do something and you want to do something and make a positive impact, listen, jump on the bandwagon, create something, ladies and gentlemen, that will make an immediate difference, make an immediate impact. Listen, all this is doing is creating more racial division, it's creating more disharmony within the league. We have players not speaking to each other. We have players that have been told not to associate themselves with certain players because of their stance. So all this has done is made our country more divided. All it has done is brought more division into our country. Not only that, but when I see religious leaders jump on the bandwagon, when I see our black pastors are telling us to take a knee and boycott the NFL, listen, how do we expect to affect the NFL when only 3% of the viewers on cable networks are African Americans? When the ticket sales in all the stadiums, all the teams around the league, only 15% of the tickets are purchased by African Americans. So what kind of a difference, what kind of an impact are we going to make by boycotting the NFL? I'm asking you all a question. Ladies and gentlemen, please think before you act. This is Kaepernick's plight. This is something he woke up one morning, he was feeling, he experienced, whatever the case may be, ladies and gentlemen. I've heard the press conferences, I've watched his side of the story, and I've heard it. But my thing, ladies and gentlemen, is why pull the nation in on this? Why continue to bring us more divided than we already are? What happened to the love of God? What happened to the love of Christ? Bringing things together, bringing us together, uniting together. United States of America, we are united as one. The United States Constitution, the Constitution of the United States, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to share this with you all. I want to share this because it's the same flag. It is the same Constitution. It is the same America that protects you when you travel abroad. And I know most of you all have traveled out of the country. If you ever read inside your passport, this flag carries a lot of weight. The United States of America itself carries a lot of weight, ladies and gentlemen. So by no way, shape, or means, ladies and gentlemen, should we ever dishonor and disrespect our flag by refusing to salute it. I am totally opposed to that, totally and completely, regardless. And it's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I'm just one man. But ladies and gentlemen, then I see that people are dragging in Donald Trump. The President of the United States has made a statement about what should be done with all the players that take a knee. Now, y'all know that, most of y'all know that knows me, I'm a Trump supporter, you know, I support Trump. But the thing is that, listen, I understand where he's coming from. Because if you are dishonoring the flag, which is held with American football, listen, I don't think you should have the right to continue to perform if you cannot salute the same flag that helped American football, America's greatest pastime sport, listen, gain the notoriety that it has. Listen, every football game, the American flag is rolled out. Every football game, we stand up and we salute our American flag. For history, we've done this for years, and there's never been a problem. Ladies and gentlemen, the Declaration of Independence, here it is. Watch this. The Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence July 4, 1776, written principally by Thomas Jefferson. Watch this. He was, at that time, it was the American Revolution. And this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We want to make sure that if we want to revolutionize something, if we want to make a difference in America, listen, boycotting the American flag, taking a knee to the American flag is not going to accomplish or achieve anything. Ladies and gentlemen, America, we stand strong and we stand proud. We stand strong and we stand proud.